This video will cover the first few problems on your Chapter 5 test review. And number 1, it says find the measure of each indicated angle, then classify the triangle by sides and angles. So if I'm trying to find the measure of angle 1, I notice angle 1 is an angle that is an interior angle. It is an angle inside the triangle. So I need to remember that all three interior angles of every triangle always add up to 180 degrees. So if I know these two angles, I can subtract them from 180 degrees to get my third missing angle. When I do that, I discover that the measure of angle 1 is 8 degrees. Now I need to go ahead and classify this triangle. So remember, to classify a triangle, we need to think about how are the sides related to each other? Are any congruent? And the angles, what types of angles are in the triangle? In my triangle, they do not have any tick marks on any of the sides, so none of the sides are congruent. So I know this is a scalene triangle. And now if I look at the angles, I notice there is one obtuse angle. And we said when a triangle has one obtuse angle, that is an obtuse triangle. So this triangle in number 1 is a scalene obtuse triangle. We're going to go ahead and answer number 2. We need to find the measure of each indicated angle. There's many ways to think about and solve this problem. One thing I notice is angle 1 is an interior angle. And I can see that I know this angle is 90 degrees. And so what this tells me is if I can find this angle measure, then I can find angle 1 by using the fact that all three angles add up to 180. So if I look at the information given, this angle out here and this interior angle that I don't know yet make a straight line. They make a linear pair. I know linear pairs have to add up to 180. So if this exterior angle is 120 degrees, if I subtract that from 180, this tells me this angle here must be 60 degrees. So now going back to this triangle, these two interior angles, if I subtract them from 180, that will leave me with the measure of angle 1. That leaves me with 30 degrees. The measure of angle 1 is 30 degrees. Now I have to find the measure of angle 2. Before I can do that, I have to figure out something about the angles in this triangle. One thing I notice is that this angle that I had found, which is 60 degrees, makes vertical angles with that angle in the other triangle, which means this angle here is 60 degrees. And now you might be wondering, well, how does that help me find these angles in the triangle? And you're supposed to notice that this triangle on the right is an isosceles triangle. There are two congruent sides. If this is an isosceles triangle, its base angles, so here's the base, these two angles on the base have to be congruent. So if this angle is 60 degrees, its other base angle is also 60 degrees. And then using the same reasoning as I did with these two angles, since these two angles, angle 2 and the 60-degree angle, make a straight angle, they make a linear pair, they must add up to 180. So angle 2 must be equal to 120 degrees.